TV. Your will, your choice.
Good evening, our lovely viewers of PTV. Here with me always, LORAH ATWOOKI, bringing you different people talking about different challenges which affect us in our own communities. I hope this finds you well wherever you are, and I know things are not going on well with everyone understanding, but we have to learn how to do things and eradicate some things. Yes, we can't complete everything, but we can learn how to deal with situations and reduce on some challenges. However much we can't finish it all. My name is LORAH ATWOOKI. With me in our lovely program, Lift Me Up on PTV. Our lovely subscriber, the viewer, hope everything is okay. But today with me, I bring you a beautiful topic: belief. What is belief? How do we deal with believing? How do you understand believing? With me, I have a guest, and he's going to be talking about belief and what is belief. We explain how do we live with ourselves, how do we live in our community, how much should we believe, how much should we not believe. And before we kick off, I'm going to say, my guest, please tell us who you are and what do you do. Just talk about yourself.
Well, thank you so much, Miss ATWOOKI. That's all I got among your names. ATWOOKI, Laura. That's very beautiful. I'm also called King ALLAN. I am a manager in a solar company. I am also an actor and upcoming voiceover artist. I'm glad that I've been given this opportunity to share about the very topic she has talked about, belief.
Belief. Okay, our viewer, he's King ALLAN. And you know where we are living, we just need to believe in ourselves. We have to, whenever we go, whenever we deal with people, when we go in church, when we deal with our parents, when we deal with counselors, different people who tell us about different challenges, they normally tell us believe. So ALLAN, what do you understand by the word believe? If someone told you believe, what do you understand by the word believe?
Well. This is a really wide topic and very interesting, and I know everyone may need to know what really this means. Now, belief, I'll start with the word believe. Believing is an action to do one's will, what you have inside of you. Then you believe that I can do it. Then belief is that kind of an assent you following inside of you to do something or to come up with something, or to, in fact, it comes with creativity. Therefore, most people, they actually don't understand, they don't even know how to believe. They only have an assent to believe. I can give you an example. Someone may know that it is true that I can invent something, but inside of that very person also says that it's for some special few. That person is having what we call a mental assent to believe. So if you have a mental assent to believe, then you're not believing.
Okay.
You get? That's where most people lose it. So this person knows that maybe, let me give you an example. Maybe someone came up with a thought and then came up with phones, smartphones. He knows that it was possible. It came from an imagination that was soon made a reality through believing and consistency. Then that person believes that yes, it happened, but in him he says, I cannot come up with another thing unique as that. That person is having what we call a mental assent. You get? Okay. He knows that someone can do it, but he doesn't believe that he can do it. That's a mental assent.
Okay, ALLAN, you say having a mental assent. Does that mean that believing is different from how does it differ from me saying I believe and me doing the belief side of it?
Now, believing, I'll first take you. Is it okay if I use scripture in the Bible?
It's okay.
So, one time I was reading a scripture in the Bible, I saw Jesus say that if they believe, these signs shall follow them. If they believe. Then he also says, they just shall live by faith. Now, believing and faith are actually close to each other. They are related. You cannot believe unless you have faith.
Okay.
Yes. And you can never put your faith at work unless you believe. You get it?
You're trying to confuse me. You're saying you can never put your belief.
You cannot believe
and
unless you have faith.
You have faith. And now you
can never put your faith at work unless you believe.
My view, I think you're getting confused. Just I'm getting confused.
Okay, let me give you an example. This is a remote of a TV.
Yeah.
So if I have faith, let's assume it does not exist. If I have faith and I have it in my mind that I can make this remote, then I believe. Then through my belief, I'll start coming up with ways to bring this to reality.
Okay.
But if again I have it in my mind that this remote can be made, and I don't believe that it can be made through me, then I won't make it. That's what I'm trying to mean. That you cannot believe if you don't have faith. And again, your faith cannot be put at work if you don't believe.
Okay, Alan. We are living in a situation whereby many people, because of the economic stands, the variations, the ups and downs within the country, you're finding out so many people are being stressed all the time, and so many people, they do not know that we are living in situations whereby you have to do things. And here you're telling me you must have faith and you have belief for you to do it. But then in this stressful world, people are getting depressed. How much can belief itself help someone who is facing this challenge of depression?
I get you. Most times, if you go to the core principle and of this world, all it shows the people and the people around them is that what you see is actually what is happening. So it has blinded men to what they feel and they can give life. So depression comes, actually, most people are depressed in different areas because of what they have seen others do, and they feel they are so down or they are failures, and that has caused them to go into depression. But they have not looked inside themselves that there is one thing in them, that if they gave time, if they believed in it, if they walked towards it, if they came up with if they believed that thing inside them and then they do a certain things, they would bring it to life. So that has blinded them because they are looking unto other people. You get? They are looking for those who have gone ahead of them. So for them, they believe that they have failed because of what they see others do. So that one has caused many people to go into that state of depression. Someone says, I can give you an example. One can be depressed because of the financial crisis we have, and then say, I cannot eat, my family cannot be, I cannot provide for my family, just because he's seeing other families seeming to do well. You get? So he's seeing some other people seeming to be successful. And that person is blinded that if he sat down and think, there is that thing inside. God has created every person with a certain creativity in them that they can give life and actually be successful and achieve any goal they want in life. But unfortunately, because most of us live by sight, we just live by what we see. We don't focus on what we have from inside of us.
Okay. You're talking about living by sight, and we exclude what we are. So when you bring in belief, yes, sometimes, when we look at some people, there's the way they push us. And how much should I believe in someone's words? Because if I come to you and I'm like, Alan, I have this problem, or maybe financially, for you're working, I'm not working. But then you're going to tell me, don't worry, believe, okay, be patient. With time, things are going to come. And what we are forgetting is that we don't have the same ways of living. Is that the difference that we make from one another?
Well, I want to talk about that most. I think in this era, many people think that someone to come up with something, they must have resources. Say it. So someone thinks, I must have the money, I must have the connection, I must have all it takes, as others. However, I must have the following. So, because of that, that has limited many to actually explore deeper in themselves to know what they can do. I can give you an example of a man that I love so much. This guy without limbs. It's called Novich. Is it Novich? I only know one of his name.
Okay.
He's limbless. This guy, one time when he was born, as he grew up, he was told by his parents that he will do nothing in this world. So he looked at himself that he was limbless, and he believed that he will do nothing. Like, in him, he was like, I can do nothing. He actually one time tried to kill himself.
That's so sad.
Yeah, because of the negative information he was getting from people around him. But the day he believed in himself, he knew that at least I don't have limbs, I don't have legs, but maybe there is something special inside of me I can do. So he went into a thought. He realized that he can be a good speaker, he can inspire people. So he started inspiring his very family members. And as time went on, we see him traveling the world and then inspiring very many people. Now, had he believed or had he focused on what he saw, that I don't have limbs and people say I can't do anything, actually would have lost it all. But right now he's internationally recognized as one of the most, he's recognized as the best when it comes to inspiration. He inspires many, he inspires the disabled, even people, normal people, those that are depressed, just because after being told that he will never do a thing in this world because he's limbless, and he also tried to kill himself. Time came and he thought of something he can do.
Okay, Alan, it's you're talking about believing in yourself, not embracing what the world is bringing out. So these issues, there is this situation. People, they normally say that you have to believe in the current situation, that there is a positive that it brings to you. How true is that statement to someone who is facing the hard times?
Amid these hard times, one time I told someone that even if the 99% of your life is seeming to be a bad kind of lifestyle, or it's negative, at least look for that 1% that is positive. Yes, these are hard times. People are financially down, the economy is berserk, and everything is disorganized. But in you, there is that 1% that can make you discover exactly who you are, not what people say you can be. Do you get the difference?
Okay.
That's what I want to claim people to take as self-belief. Do you get it? So in most cases, the world points us to where it wants us to be. But there is also power in every man, and that is self-belief. To point yourself where you want to be. Every person has a dream, but few people achieve their dreams. The difference is, those who achieve their dreams, they believe in their dreams. Actually, if you look critical, I've talked to some successful men and unsuccessful ones. The difference in them is that successful men believe. If you hear their story, there is a point where they believed something that seemed not to make sense. And after time, it made sense. However, unsuccessful people, when you talk to them about their dreams and what they wanted to achieve, you realize that there is that point where they were very negative about the very thing they dream about. That even so and so failed. Or in this nation where I live, I cannot do. You get?
Okay.
So that one buries all the capabilities that it could enable that person to achieve whatever he wants to achieve. So for me, I believe that if men could only look at 1%, if it's 100%, 99% looks awkward in everyday life, then focus on 1% that which makes sense, which connects to the dream you have, which shows you that there is a simple way to achieve your goals. And that one is, as many people call it, an attitude. Be positive. When you're positive, that positivity you have in you will somehow start teaching you how to create ways. It starts from within and then it comes without to achieve that dream. That's when you'll know. Let me give you an example. Me, I've always dreamed to be an actor, to be a speaker, to be a voiceover artist, also to be a preacher, and also to learn much about God.
Okay. Alan, we are going in for a break. We are coming back to start exactly from where we stopped. I've heard about belief that positivity, 1% of the belief can overcome the 99% of negativity. So as we come back, our viewer, don't touch on that. No, please don't leave. We are coming back to start just where we've stopped. Keep around.
PTV, your will, your choice.
Our viewer, welcome back from that short break. Always on PTV, it's me, LORAH, at work in our lovely program, Lift Me Up. And in with me, I have a guest, Allan King, talking about belief. King Allan. Oh, thank you for the corrections. Whether I'd forgotten about it. So he's King Allan. So don't interchange. When you look for Allan King, you're not going to find him. So you better look for King Allan.
Yes.
Yeah. So by the time we left, we were talking about 1% of belief can neutralize or can really fight the 99% of no belief or the negativity in you. So by the time we left, you were still telling us he's an actor. You were telling us you are an actor.
I'm also a voiceover artist, and I'm an upcoming voiceover artist. I'm an actor, and I'm also working as a manager in some company.
Oh yeah, some
But
company.
in this, I'll focus majorly on me being an actor and an upcoming voiceover artist. But because these are things I'm doing out of passion, the things I want, the things I believe in. Me being a manager somewhere, it's just unemployment.
So he's going to tell us, okay, Allan. So does that, okay, you're saying you're a manager, that's an employment, and an upcoming voiceover and voiceover artist, and then an actor.
Yes.
So how much you told us 1% of belief,
Yes.
it can neutralize the 99% of disbelief.
Unbelief or
negativity.
Yes.
So how has this, okay, did you also start with 1%?
Yeah, personally, when I knew that I really loved being an actor and I also loved being a voiceover artist, I believed I didn't have opportunities available physically, but inside of me, I knew that I can do this. So I started focusing on that 1% of the availability of available spaces that will embrace what I want to be. So one time, I will give you an example. I wanted to be an actor. I first did a skit that was in primary. Actually, I did a skit, and this Kawako of Ghana doesn't laugh. But the skit I made him laugh.
Oh.
Yes. So later on, when I went to high school, I joined debating club. So I used to debate, and then I remember one time we debated even over some political thing, and men had to warn us. I have a certificate for that.
Okay.
So what am I trying to say? I used every opportunity available, though there were very few opportunities. And I gave a deaf ear to negativities that were coming from the other side. Okay. Because there are people who always come and they tell you this will never work in Uganda. Banani. Oh, I've used the Uganda word.
It's okay.
But here, this is what any believer or any person who wants to achieve should know. Let not your location or environment limit you.
So my location or environment shouldn't limit me.
For example, personally, I used to tell people around me that I want to be a voiceover artist. I want to be an actor, an international actor. Yes, I haven't achieved that, but I know
You're looking towards.
Yes. So they could tell you, here in Uganda, with this economy, with the environment, we are with the primitivity, blah blah blah. I cannot make it. But I never listened. I chose to take up the small opportunities. We've worked in some projects where you just go even when you're not sure whether you're going to be paid. Because you have a goal to achieve, you have a dream. So you don't focus on how much they'll give you, but you focus where that project can put you. Even if it puts you somewhere by one step or a half a step, it is well.
Okay, why did you dream? Why did you want to be an actor, first and foremost? Because for you believing, did you have something that you focused your eye on for you to, maybe if you saw yourself being the actors of today, the Yasin Loboas, you be the Esters, you be the Sharon Orightons. So what pushed you?
Growing up in a humble background, I used to watch films from, I used to watch from my neighborhood, and then we used to watch those so-called Power Rangers. I loved the way they did their own things. So later on, we started watching Nigerian movies. By then, they were selling. I remember I was in P5. So I loved the way these guys were being, hyped, their fame and what they were doing. So I loved it so much, and I knew that inside of me I can do it. Yes. By then, my English was so wanting, but still I knew that the language is not a limitation. I loved it. So my zeal for acting was not a zeal to show me that I am zealous for acting, but it was from within. Inside of me, I was focused to achieve. That's why I've told you before that zeal you have inside of you will always show you the 1% that is taking you to your dream. You get? So it kills the 99% of the negativity that comes along. You get? That's why I'm telling the youth or the young man there or anyone there that if you dream to be someone or to do something, do not focus on what the negative people will show you, will give you, or what the environment will give you. So focus on that positive attitude in you to do that thing. Because actually, you have to first believe in yourself before others believe in you. I've not seen any successful actor, me being a dreamer to be a best actor in the world. I've not seen any successful actor who started by others believing in him, but they believed in that actor after doing something. So that actor, as an actor, I have to first believe in myself and also work on my craft each day, taking up every opportunity. And when I achieve, that's when they'll start believing in me.
Our viewer, he's saying you have to believe in yourself. Yes, we are going to have pushing factors. We are going to have people who believe in us, people who say, yeah, I know you can do that thing. I believe you are that great person. You're going to be the great people are ahead of you. You're going to be the Bill Gates. You're going to be those things. But if you don't have the belief in yourself personally, you can't be that thing. So that means personal belief is that. So Alan, you are talking about the 1%. May I still want this 1%?
Yes.
1%. When we bring in a beam balance, and you see if we weigh it down, if you bring the 99%, the 1% is like, I don't know, it's like bringing a quarter of sugar, then you bring in 1 sack of sugar, or 50 kilograms. When you weigh it automatically, there's no way this 50. Don't you think that this 99% can put me down?
Let me give you an example. Okay, let me explain something. What if the 1% is being put into use and the 99% is actually not being put into use? It is actually useless. Oh. The other one will carry more value than the 99% that is doing nothing. If you had a worker, you use that example, 50 kilograms of sugar and then a quarter of salt. If my quarter of salt is making food and I'm feeding my family, isn't it better than the 50 kilograms of sugar that's doing nothing?
Yeah, it is.
You get?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm talking to that dreamer that this 1% is adding to what you already have inside of you. So focus on that. That 1% will start growing because you also give it life to 2%, 3%, and boom, one time you'll get 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So believer, the negative side of you, which is bigger, it's going to kill you. It's going to bury you up.
Yes.
But the 1% of belief is going to raise you up, then you blossom in the air. So, Alan, we are living in a street. Yeah, we are talking to the people who are really feeling stressed. Do you also get stressed?
Well, being a human, of course, some days I get stressed. But I always find a way of bringing up myself again, to stand again. You get, I don't let myself drown into the stress or into a matter that is sinking me. But I make sure that I swim out of it. With the little energy I have, I make sure I swim out of it. My eyes and my ears are like the eagle in the air, looking aside and always looking, trying to jot down one prey to eat. But I don't let my eyes to be like a man in a tunnel, seeking for a light at the end of the tunnel. For he has to walk straight, not even knowing that on his sides there may be something to harm him. An eagle in the air is seeing all the environment. So any dreamer should be like that eagle in the air. Because the eagle in the air has that view that it is looking everywhere for that one opportunity in terms of a prey. Do not be like that man walking in a tunnel, seeking the light from afar. Because if you do, you will fail. So for me, when such times come, discouragement, stress, sometimes someone brings you down, someone critiques come up, I don't look at them. Actually, I learn from them. As a dreamer, I will teach you also this. Put this in focus. Your failure is actually teaching you something. Put failure in a process of succeeding. Let it be part of the process. If someone says, you can't do it, ask that person, why can't I do it? Maybe in terms of acting, maybe your tonation is low, you don't have the craft. Then let that failure that person has jotted down be an opportunity. Be an opportunity for you to improve. Okay, if I don't have the tonation, what do I do to have that tonation? You get? So use your failure as an opportunity. That's why I told you that the 1% positivity is better than the 99%
of negativity
to a dreamer.
Okay. The 1%, I've liked the thing of positivity in when it comes to taking up the criticism,
the criticism
from other people.
Yes.
So that means we need to learn from the negative views gotten from our side, so that we get that to the positive, right?
Yeah. We neutralize them and we make them part of the process for us to learn, to walk our journey. We don't let them again stop us from dreaming or from following our dreams or from achieving our goals. But we put them in the process to be part of the process that is taking us to achieve our dreams. You get it? For example, as I've told you that someone criticizes you that you cannot be this because of this. That because of this, that this is important. So for you look at that and say, hey, he said I cannot be an actor because I don't have the voice. How can I develop the voice? Then you look into those people who went before you. How did they develop tonation? How did they come up with a better tonation to be good speakers or to be good actors? But now, if a person chose the other 99% of negativity, he would say, they said, I don't have the voice, truly. You can even make a recording of yourself maybe, and then you really feel, by the what they said is true, I don't have the voice, let me give up. Yet you had the dream, you had the zeal for that thing.
Okay.
But the dreamer, what I encourage a dreamer and a believer, use the very failure they have jotted down in you to help you achieve what you want. It happens. How? You start looking out for ways to improve that very failure you have.
Okay. The one who is not believing, the one who is facing criticism.
Criticism.
Yeah. English term setting on what that.
I know.
So when we bang go to the anyway, like when you bring in the negative side of it, try as much as you can to see the positive side of it. How can you turn this negative side of the view or of the every advantage has got a disadvantage, and the disadvantage has the advantage, but your focus should always be on the positive side. However my things are failing, yeah, you're not alone. Like Alan, if I may ask, did you grow up with rich parents?
My dad is now a rich person, but he was poor then. And I grew up with a single mom.
But you had a dad?
I had a dad, but because by then he was also young, struggling, trying out, so he couldn't stay with me. So I stayed with my mom as a single lady, rather as a single mom, sorry. So we lived in a simple house, one room, and I still dreamed, even in that single room. I remember one time I used to tell my mom, by then I was even asthmatic, I used to have asthma, but it soon left my body. So I used to tell my mom that one day I will achieve something, I'll be someone.
Okay, what of the words did you get from your mother as we conclude?
My mom used to tell me one thing, and I love it because it is the foundation that I'm still leaning on. She used to tell me that however much things turn the other way around, always keep your focus on two things: God and the fact that you're living, then you'll achieve. That's what she used to tell me.
Believer, I've learned also from Allan's mom. The focus is mom, God. Focus on God and the fact that you're living. Those are the two things you should focus. So they are our viewer, that however my things are failing you, however my things are not going on well, just know that the fact that you're still living, you still have a chance to make things go on right. So you're living, it's only, they say, the one who is dead is the one who's going to regret, but if you're still living, you still have a chance to make things better. It's not that the situations are hard, but they do not last. So focus on the other side of the boat. If you focus on the negative side, trust me, you're never going to make it out of that sail. Otherwise, Alan, say one last word.
Just someone has just asked something like, how can I believe in myself? Because even believing in myself is hard. A very first answer to that is that you first believe that the you in you can do it. Second, have self-confidence. Then the third one I can give you is that use the negativity people bring about what you are dreaming about as opportunities. Another, have a positive attitude wherever you're dreaming. And with those few, and also believe in God. If you're dreaming something in line with your talent, believe God. Do not believe in people. Believe in yourself, believe in God, have a positive attitude, then you'll be okay. You'll achieve that dream.
Okay, our viewer, that has been Alan. King Alan, telling us how much you should believe in God, and the fact that you're still living, you still have a chance of making it better. Don't treat yourself as if you're dead, just because things are not going on right. Yes, things are right or wrong. Even the people you're seeing that they are happy, they have times when they go down and cry, when they are not, they think they can't make it, but they wake up in the morning and believe in themselves that I can do it better. You can also do it better. Believe in yourself. Believe the positive side. Attitude should be always positive. If you bring in negativity, that's the end of you. Just taking it from Peter, he believed he can walk on water, but he walked some few steps and then he lost the belief in himself. What happened? He started sinking. However much you're walking, however much you're facing the hard times, if you ever fail to understand that you can make it, focus on the positive, focus on the end. If it is a problem, if you focus on the problem itself, you're never going to find a solution. But if you focus on the solution itself, you're going to find out that you're going to cover up the problem which is attacking you right now. So dear viewer, focus on the solution, not the problem itself. The problem is going to overweigh you, but the solution is going to overweigh the problem. That's what should always be in you. Keep a positive mind. Believe in yourself first. People are going to believe in you, but if you do not believe in yourself, Just like Jesus believed Peter can walk, but Peter did not believe that he could do it. And what happened? He could not walk. However much Jesus believed in him. But if you believe that you can do it, you're going to walk just like the few steps that he made when he was walking. Always keep a positive mind and focus. Our viewer, I'll come back next time with another beautiful topic to tell you how we should deal with simple things, a short statement or one word that's going to be expanded always. With me, I've been LORAH ATWOOKI on PTV. Those who have questions, please subscribe, drop in your comments, and like. Don't forget to share. Always, I'm going to remain LORAH, and my guest has been King ALLAN. Thank you for watching and viewing. We love you. Stay blessed.
PTV, your will, your choice.